Hi there, this was my Facebook Marketplace score on Christmas Eve, local income brand. So I've picked this Scx10 up. So the guy who bought it off said it had a new ESC, new battery, so Team Corey one. And the only problem he had with it is that it stopped steering. So I'm going to check that before I strip it down for cleaning. So I'm not a fan of the pink wheels. So I've connected the battery up. It came with this Fly Sky transmitter, which is a bit overkill I think for it. 6-channel one. And you can see the Fly Sky receiver in there. So goes forward, goes back, no steering, just double check that. Right. So there is some evidence of lights on here. Some of the wires have been cut and on the body shell. So I wonder if they had that just so they can control the lights with the switches. So we'll check the steering servo next. So I've plugged my servo tester into the steering servo, and it looks like the servo's gone. Nothing at all on the tester. So we can replace that easy enough. So I use the Tower Pro ones in my cars. They're cheap, they're metal geared. And for what I use them for, they're strong enough. Right, so what we'll do, we'll start the strip down process now, just to give it a good clean. I might put some brake cleaner on those wheels to get rid of that pink paint, and then maybe spray them up gunmetal or a silver. One of the other things it came with is this metal front bumper, so there's a bit of weight to it. So we'll strip this down as well and get the rusty screws out. It's got a 50 turn motor in it, there's plenty of torque. Rear bumper had the tyre carrier on it and this Jeep cover, so that's going to go in the wash. And the body's got this metal roof rack with the lights on, but again all the wires have been cut, so we'll strip them out. So we'll take off the parts that I can see, like the bumpers. I don't think we'll do a full nut and bolt restoration on this, just get enough so we can get the grime out of the bits we can see. I might replace the receiver with a normal Fly Sky 3-channel one, and then bind it to one of my radios. So aftermarket oil shocks works for it, so we'll give them a wipe over with some WD-40. Apart from that, pretty happy with that. Local bargain. So build continues. Tyres, foams and wheels and cover soaking in the sink with a bit of washing machine detergent until the wife. Well, stripped more than I wanted to, but we'll give that a good clean. Box full of parts there. The box full of parts ready for washing and cleaning. Still got a body to strip down. So body will be caked in mud and crud. We've taken the roll cage off. So we'll soak that in a bucket of soapy water just to free up all the mud. Take the metal roll cage off, give that a clean and strip out these old lights which have been cut. Right, I'm going to jet wash the chassis, get all the grime and the dirt off it using my Parkside jet wash, which isn't really powerful, so I'm not worried it's going to rip stuff apart. Okay. So continuing the Scx10 rebuild, so I've mounted the servo. What I've noticed, the original servo mounts on the metal plate there, when the axle flexed, the servo horn would hit this brace. So I've had to use a couple of different servo mounts. These are actually Tamiya ones, so you got a no offset on them. You see the offset on these ones. So now the servo horn misses when the axle's flexing. So I've reassembled the wheels. I'm not going to paint them, I'm just going to leave them the standard black colour. It came out alright with the oven cleaner, all the paint off. Just need to glue the rims to the tyres, a little bit of super glue, only in 4 spots, just to stop the tyres spinning. We'll continue. Right, I've mounted the front battery mount. So I've used some of the screws. There was 2 of these mounts on here, one on the front, one on the back. The back one had the ESC on it originally. So there was a lot of screws missing, sort of 1 or 2 screws holding each part on. So I've used the screws to hold the front one on to make it more secure. So the rear one now, instead of using the plate that came with it, the battery mount plate, I cut up a piece of aluminium I've got to make a new ESC and receiver mount in this area. Right, marked out the plate I'm going to use, so the whole centre's there will match up with these ones. I'm going to put an extra 2 holes at the back so I can put a cable tie around this area. I've used a washer then to mark the rads because the one corner's already got looks like a 10mm rad on the corner. So I'm just waiting for my drill and my multi-tool to charge up, and then I'll cut this out. Right, that's the plate done. So we've drilled it, put some rads on the corners, deburred everything. So I've given it a bit of a rough up with some sandpaper, and we'll give it a lick of paint now. So the only thing I got around me is some black hammerite or some barbecue paint. So I'll have a look what's the best to use. So that's the result of the hot glue gun. I don't know how long it will keep for, but hopefully it'll stop it splitting any further while I'm doing it up. So that's what I used. Only downside is when you pull the trigger, it doesn't grab the glue enough to push it out, so you still got to keep some pressure on the glue stick to get it out the nozzle. But it was only a couple of quid. So first of all, there was a coat of galvanising spray and then a coat of black gloss spray. So let that dry for a couple of hours and install it. Right, ESC and receiver tray sprayed up. Like a matte, it's come out like a matte black colour. Installed. Now to mount the ESC and the receiver. So find some VHP tape. And then on the body, I ended up peeling the hot glue back off and using shoe glue. The hot glue just came off, it peeled. So use the shoe glue. It's just tried and trusted, but it's held with a body split. So rebuild done. Installed the ESC and a Fly Sky receiver. So put a little bit of super glue on a couple of spots on the tyres. Just need to put the batteries now, give it a run.